Carrot, parsnip, and red beet harvesting in Farming Simulator 22 just got a whole lot easier. Recently, a couple new mods have been released on the mod hub that make this super easy. The T440 Multi-Harvester Pack, and an update to the Lizard Colossus Harvesters Pack. Both of these mods offer players a different way to harvest carrots, parsnips, and red beets that are way easier than we've had with the DLC. Most of this equipment, you don't even consider it in meters. It's all considered in rows. We've got 3 different single, we've got a double, another single, and then a harvester that does 4. And with all of these, you have to babysit them in some way, shape, or form, whether that be taking care of the pallets or carting for it. However, with the T440 and the Colossus, you don't have to do any of that. You can even hire it on a worker and it'll literally do the whole field for you because they hold 1 million and 2.5 million liters respectively. And one of the greatest things is both of these mods are for all platforms. The largest harvester we had with the premium DLC is the ZKIVSE harvester. This will harvest at 4 miles per hour, 3 meters, and the machine itself only goes 15 miles per hour. Now, this is an absolute monster of a machine, but as far as people that want to do stuff in Farming Simulator, get it done quickly, this isn't the best option anymore. Now, one of the best options is the Lizard Colossus Harvester. Well, we have the Root Harvester in it. You don't know, this has a lot of stuff. We have a regular harvester with a lot of different headers. We have the root crop harvester, which we can do every single root crop in the game. And then we have cotton harvesters. We have a forage harvester in here as well. This one pack actually offers a lot. Oh yeah, and there's a trailer, which is super cool. In the customization options for the root harvester, there are a few things that you need to change. At the top, we see configuration. We'll just hit left and we go all root crops ultra unrealistic. That gives us it's 2.5 million liter capacity. It's insane. You can also do some creature comforts like the engine setup here. We could bump that up to 3,000 horsepower if you really want to. You've got multiple wheel options, lighting, beacons, window tint, neon lights. So you can put neon lights around the outside of the machine, which is super cool. There's even underglow on here and like every color you can imagine. Once you've picked out your harvester, then you go to your headers. So we have 2 different ones for each. We have one for, let's say potatoes, for example. This is a 4-meter header, so it's 1 meter wider than that wolf header. However, or harvester. However, we have an unrealistic version, which will go 90 miles per hour. Which is super cool. So we have the same thing for sugar beets and the DLC root crop. So let's go with DLC root crop header, unrealistic. In here, we have an option for working with. We've started standard, so 4 meters, but we can do an unrealistic 10 meter. So we have like an invisible force field of 10 meters that will just harvest everything. Or 20. That's the one I've gone with. This is also available for potatoes or sugar beets as well. So if you're just doing those crops, but you still want a nice, easy way to get the stuff out of the ground, go with these. And you can actually harvest at 90 miles an hour. It's so stupid. Now, I dare say that the T440 Multi-Harvester Pack is simpler or more realistic in any way, shape, or form, because this mod too is insane. Customization isn't as wild and crazy because it is branded as a Homer instead of the Lizard Colossus, so we do have that going for us. We also have capacities of 60,000 liters, which already is more than we get with the base game one, but we also have a 250,000 liter or 1 million liter capacity, so makes it easy, only 3 to choose from in there. Engine options, we can go up to a 2,350 horsepower engine, not quite a full 3,000, but you've got that. And we have some wheel setups. We also have some regular color options through here as well. Not completely all spread out. They're more in line. However, you've got them all if you want them. Headers with this one, though, can get a little bit more confusing because we've gone from 2 for each, now for 3 for each. By the way, these really don't hook up that correct together. So I would definitely use the header that goes with the combine, or harvester rather. So in here we have a standard, a fast, and unreal. What this does is it just changes the working speed. So our standard is going to be 12 miles an hour. So still like, what's that? 3 times faster than the base game one at 4 miles an hour? Pretty good. Then we have the fast, which goes 24 miles an hour. So we're doubling that. And then we almost triple it going into the Unreal, which goes 62 miles per hour. We have that for sugar beets, for cotton, potatoes, sugar cane, carrots, beetroot, and parsnips, so that is pretty cool. For the one that we're using today, I've gone for the Carrot Unreal. And no, in here we don't have any options for expanding to 20 meters or something like that, but we do have a nice little carrot logo, so that's kind of cute. Let's start our day off with the Lizard Colossus Harvester. We are going to turn this thing on. I've got this version completely maxed out with the 3,000 horsepower engine, and we are booking it. We'll go ahead and cut some lights on here. We've got a carrot farm down at the very bottom left-hand corner of the map, 68, 69, and 70. However, as you can see, getting there is not going to take very long because this is super fast and takes turns very nice and brakes well. It handles like a dream. And here we are. That really did not take too long. This, just like the other harvester similar to this of the game, can do other different types of motion. So we have different crab drive as well. So we've got that left and right. If you want it, we can split that around and the rear end will come out, or we can just go straight on, which is the way that I prefer. Let's go and unfold this. Again, we have the 20-meter unrealistic header on here. So no more 3 meters, no more karting. I can actually do all 3 of these fields without any problems. Oh, I'm not done unfolding yet. There we go. And we're good. We will turn that on and go. What you're seeing right now is available on all platforms. It's available for everybody. No matter what platform you play Farming Simulator 22 on, you can do this. And the worker will do this too. So you can just swing through here. It'd be fun. The only thing I wish that it had like a, I don't know, like a Batwing style header or something on it. That way I could see where the edge was on either side, left or right, especially when running lines all the way around the field. That would make doing this a little bit easier, but if that's the only thing I have to complain about, I could probably just shut my mouth. As you've been able to tell, it's taken virtually no time at all. We've run all the way around this field already. In carrots, I mind you, at 300,000 liter capacity. Well, we've gotten 300,000 liters in here. I'm just going to take this and hire him on a worker because the worker will do this. I'm not using fast farming. We're not enabling any type of wild and crazy PC mods. Just everything you see that's happening is available for everyone, which just makes this epic. So down here at the end, it will stop a little bit. Also, just heads up, with these articulating machines, sometimes turning around, they're not the best at it. So it's not the mod, it's unfortunately Farming Simulator. Yep, he's about to do his left and right dance. We'll let him get this dance figured out. We're gonna go get a cart. One of the great things about the Colossus Harvesters pack having so many different pieces of equipment in it is, well, we've got a new root cart. So they've taken one of the base game carts, modified it to run everything perfectly fine. I believe this one specifically holds 1.5 million liters, but I guess we'll find that out. As you can see, our worker's doing just fine of carrots. So we've taken a crop that literally would take hours to do a field. I mean, I've watched YouTubers taking literal hours just to get a field done. This field right here would probably take you a few days even, but it doesn't have to anymore. So let's go ahead and take this. I'm going to boom out and we'll go ahead and turn off the harvester, bring it up so we can line it up perfectly. Let's see here. How much do we have? 550,000 liters. Not bad. Not bad at all. Bring the pipe up and we will drop it in. Let's see how long this takes to unload. There's 400,000, 300,000. So this is fast. This is like 50,000 liters a second and it's empty. Wow. That was pretty cool. That was very, very cool. So now, yeah, it's about 1.5 million liters. All right, so in a nutshell, that is your Lizard Colossus Harvesters pack. We've got a trailer in there. We've got all kinds of harvesters and everything. It's definitely, if you're going to want to do unrealistic farming, you pretty much have to have that mod installed. And I recommend it. I've got it installed in every game save that I do. So then let's talk about the newcomer, the T440. This is also a very fast boy. Let's see, going through, well, I say going through the gears. It's got a CVT transmission, but it's kind of acting like it's got gears. Same thing. It just kind of takes off and you are good to go. I actually don't know what it's like to drive this in first person. It's moving. It is moving very well. As a matter of fact, it may be getting a little bit faster overall. Let's see if we can do some flying. Flying? You want to do some flying with this? It's ridiculous, but it's so much fun. And you could pretty much, I mean, as you've seen, these harvesters will allow you to do so much. Yay! Yeah! Now, there is one thing that this harvester doesn't have, and it's that huge 20-meter working width, but it still has a 5-meter working width, which works out pretty well. Additionally, it unfolds much faster. A lot of the things, I mean, there you go, it's done. That's how fast this piece of equipment unfolds. Also, one thing I noticed with this one, when you hire the worker, it will not change the driving mode. So right now I've got it in just standard 6 wheels turning instead of articulating, and it'll stick with that. Once we get down to the end and fire the worker, I'm not going to let him run into the tree, so we'll hire him or fire him up about right here. But now I'm still able to control my speed and everything like that with the wheels and not have to change it every time I hire a worker, because I hate the articulated steering mode, but it's just a me thing. So with this one, very similar, very quick off the line. A little bit, actually a little bit quick. It may weigh a little bit less too. I'm not quite sure. It certainly feels that way. But you're able to kind of get a lot more done and get a lot more going. There is a note that you need to know for both of these harvesters. Let's say you've got parsnips in one field and you've got carrots in another field, like this, right beside each other. Well, this harvester that we're in right now, each header is specific to a crop. So you're not going to have to worry about accidentally getting parsnips mixed in your red beets or whatever. However, with the lizard colossus, mixing up all the words here today, with the colossus, one header does all of those crops. Therefore, if you accidentally get into a field and you're below a certain percentage in your combine or your harvester, well, it's going to cause you problems. So just a heads up, be careful about which fields you're harvesting and which ones are beside each other. And as you can see with this one, it is taking a little while longer to do this job specifically, but if you're going for maybe a little bit more realistic approach, but you still want a bigger working with, you can. Oh, let's see if we can fire it. Wow. It stopped almost within its own length going that fast. And by the way, I reiterate, I'm not fast farming. This is just how fast they go. This farming simulator has turned into something incredible. This is something used to you could only do on PC and only with third-party mods, usually. Now, you can do this on your PlayStation 4 and have just the time of your life. And I hope that that this video has inspired you to go and have the time of your life playing Farming Simulator and just doing it, man. If you want to get something done quick, these are going to be great for doing any type of contract work, stuff like that. Let's see if we can stop it again. Look at that! Within its own length. That's shouldn't have brakes that good. And yet it does. So, there you go. That is your T440 and your Lizard Colossus Harvester's root crop stuff. Yeah. What if you want to know what cotton looks like in here? There you go. So there you go. That is the fun way to do carrots, parsnips, red beets, and hey, if you want to jump in there and do some cotton or sugar cane as well, well, you could do that with these. It's so stupid. I love this so much. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope it helped you out. Drop a like and subscribe. Join the GoHam fam. Do all that fun stuff. That way, you never miss daily Farming Simulator videos here on the channel. And let me know, are you going to be using this? Or maybe you're not going to be using this. Maybe you don't like to do things unrealistic or that kind of type of thing. Hey, let me know. Otherwise, just hope you have a great day. We'll see you later.